back to part 2 of reacting to Angry Video Game Nerd, Seaman. So yeah, we're gonna watch this. Let's get this started. Wait, before we start, we have to figure out where.
Well, he's in the right mood, which could take out.
Okay, I remember this was the part I was at.
Disc game, which roughly translates to explosive fighter pattern. Why? Because people told me so. They keep feeding me this shit. Let's check it out. No way. It's an official Famicom disc game that says the F word. And this was in the 80s. This was before Hong Kong 97. It's an officially released game on a Nintendo console that says fuck. Oh my god, my life is complete. It says fuck. It says
What is going on here?
I forgot about Seaman.
I regret to inform you that Seaman has passed away.
Oh, so it's game over? I gotta start all over again? Oh, man, I was too busy saying it says fuck. Can't I go back a day? Why not? I'll go into the clock settings. Yeah, I'll just set the clock back.
The time setting of the Dreamcast internal clock does not match the time setting of your Seaman habitat file.
It doesn't work. The manual says, note that you will be unable to return to a previous stage. Such as with life itself, you may only continue forwards. This isn't life. This is a game. Forwards. We can go forward at least. I'm gonna start over, and this time I'm gonna keep jumping the clock ahead a day. And that way, I can hopefully play the game faster in one sitting. It sorta works. You still have to spend lots of time waiting for the Gillman to ask you questions, and waiting for various other things to happen. It doesn't cut down on the total amount of time you need to spend, it just makes it so that you can play the game in one long marathon. The daily routines are heat up the tank, turn up the oxygen, feed the seamen, spray the insect cage. Oh, right, I didn't explain the insect cage yet. Basically, you have to keep the moisture level up so you can grow Mothra to lay larva eggs to provide food for the seamen.
It has their face!
From the cocoon. It is quite amazing.
Or fascinating. The controls couldn't be any more tedious. The heater gains momentum the longer you hold the button. When you let it go, it keeps going for a bit, so you have to make sure you don't overshoot it.
Hey, enough with the heater already.
There's no way to turn it back down. It only falls gradually on its own. With the water spray, you have to keep tapping it, but only works at its own pace. Another round of that. Time to set the clock forward again. All right. Something's not right. I think I'm losing my mind.
Hey, guess what we're doing over here?
No, please. The seamen are mating, and they felt the need to announce it. Make it known. There they are. Staring you right in the face.
No!
Male voice. It's not logical. It dies? It got fucked to death?
In general, would you describe yourself as a confident person?
Am I confident in myself? Well,
You don't have to be perfect to still be able to like yourself. So tell me.
It all started with my pet albatross.
The most important thing is that your dad knows how much he means to
I
you.
just feel like nothing matters, you know?
If you manage to glimpse the world through each other's eyes, keep up with technology, what will your future be like? It's a natural result of the world's economy becoming no reality independent of observation.
I never thought of it that
Human
way.
beings are the only animal smart enough to entertain itself in a complex way.
Eventually, Seaman will help you move a rock that drains all the water. He or she or whatever it is will crawl ashore, then spend 5 minutes making these wretched death sounds. Oh, God. Finally, it dies, leaves behind eggs that hatch into turd men, suck each other's blood until one remains, grows legs again, and swims ashore until it becomes the Frogman. This thing has an ecosystem more complex than Ridley Scott's Alien. With all seriousness, I know I've been negative, and yes, the game is tedious, mind-numbing, and makes you feel like you're living in purgatory, but it's very creative. It's basically a form of virtual pet game. A pet that happens to be a sarcastic, wise-ass son of a bitch, but also intellectual. It succeeds in making you feel like you're talking to a living being.
I tell you, I exist just as much as you do.
Oh, come on, you're not real.
People, places, and things exist only because you perceive them. When you see me and listen to me, I exist as a part of your consciousness. I become real.
Oh, okay. You do exist. And you're my favorite game.
All hail Sega. Buy another Dreamcast.
What did you say? Is that what this is all about? You've evolved into a Sega mascot? A piece of promotion? Just like the old Sega commercials. How they brainwashed kids with their blast processing. People play this game and get so attached to Seaman that the line between reality and unreality begins to blur. Just like how people are so attached to the internet.
Just don't come to me when you're biologically fused to your computer screen and haven't changed your underwear or talked to a real person in weeks.
That's right. People will all become mindless slaves to the internet. Remember the Sega Channel? Sega was one of the first to offer downloadable gaming. By attaching this device to your Genesis, you were plugged into their network. We're all caught in the spider's web, and the final part of the grand scheme was the evolution of the Dreamcast with Seaman. Sega, sentient electronic global annihilator. It's hell-bent on world domination. Why else would the Sega have tried to overtake such a big corporation as Nintendo with their Genesis Does What Nintendo Don't campaign? Why were the systems named after planets? The Saturn, the canceled Neptune. The Sega was trying to consume the whole galaxy, eventually the universe. And why does Seaman want to know so much about your family?
Ha! My knowledge of you and your family grows ever more complete.
The Sega is trying to consume your identity, to learn all about you so it can become you. The Podfish are coming. They're here already. You're next. I must destroy it. I'm going to move the clock so far forward, you're going to be ancient history again.
It is not necessary for you to lavish quite so much attention on Seaman. I hope that Seaman is not disturbing your everyday routine.
As with life itself, change only occurs over time, and even then, slowly feed me with game requests to keep me going. Change is only evident through the accumulation of experience over time.
And because I can see you and hear you and smell you, you exist as part of my consciousness. See ya.
I don't even know what to say. I have ruined myself so much. Yes. I have no idea what just happened. I will see you guys in the next video. If I feel up to it. After this video, I'm gonna try to kill myself. Bye.